Dun 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 dun. My voice is all fucked up still. It sounds ridiculous. It feels.
Colorado about an escaped criminal named Ted Bundy. I was familiar with the name. They said, "Do you know Ted Bundy?" I said, "I've heard of him."
I gotta make more hot sauces, but before that, there's this. What is this, you say? Why is he moving closer? Oh, I'm moving closer so that you can hear the story. Did I tell you? That come forth from my mouth. My mouth to your ears, the stories.
Ted Bundy was known to lure women away with charm and then abduct them or pick
You don't
them up
know
at a bus stop
about any of the things that I'm going to tell you now. You've only heard of them, whispers, passing mentions, but never do they tell you the full story behind the legends. The things that go bump at night, the darkness that you see. You hear rustling in your kitchen cabinets. You know it's not mice. You live in an upscale luxury apartment. Is it ghosts? Why are they messing with the goddamn Cocoa Puffs? They're not even the original Cocoa Puffs. Who wants those? Fake ass Cocoa Puffs. Well, honestly, the rustling would continue on and on. Night after night, I'd hear it. This noise. Like something was messing around in a bag of potato chips. But I had no potato chips to be had. The noise was disturbing me. Every night, kept hearing it. Over, again. Wake me up. 2 o'clock every morning. Scratching. It's constant scratching. One day I did what everybody does. You know, rather than trying to figure out what the problem is, I set up camera so I could record it instead. So that, you know, potentially I could share it with everybody on the internet. As one of my favorite paranormal guys said, what I saw was extremely chilling. It was chilling to the bone. I felt a shiver down my spine. Oh. It's a twitch. Amazingly enough, I was able to regain consciousness of the mind and body. Forged through to the cold area of the house. In the middle of summertime, yet this area was extremely cold. It's almost freezing. I saw my breath. I looked into this mass of cold, this black form, materialized before my face. I was frozen. I saw as 2 red orbs materialize at the level of my eyes. Eyes immediately locked as this darkness enveloped me. The redness moving closer and closer to mine. I couldn't move. I was paralyzed. Sheer terror. I couldn't close my eyes. And then all of a sudden, everything was gone. No mass, no red orbs in front of my face. Only thing left behind was a feeling of dread. A feeling of knowing that from this day forward, nothing would ever be the same again. Yeah, it would never be the same again. I began to set up cameras around my house, constantly. Living near the cemetery, I felt it was necessary for me to share my experiences with those around me. I was asked one day, hey, why don't you stream it live? She's saucy sauces and post me. I said, I've not felt right since the last time I visited in the middle of the night. I don't feel as if now would be the time to do such a thing. She said nonsense. She enticed me with her many sauces. I was plied with spicy, sweet deliciousness, pampered with taste bud burning pleasure. I was in ecstasy, the euphoria of it all. I couldn't think straight. I was drunk, high, out of my mind with the lust for capsaicin she saucy had enticed me with. I couldn't escape. I was trapped. Her harem of saucy ladies keeping me in line, just enough to keep me coming back for more. She called Sheriff Fire Podz. He came for me. Spoke to her, and the plan was reached. The sacrificial lamb was chosen, and of course, the lamb of sacrifice chosen was me. I was willing to do anything. Taste the sauce, the promise of deliciousness splashed in my face. I went back to the cemetery in the dead of the night, called the spirits forth. Again, the fear, the dread froze me in my goddamn tracks.
Find the perfect song
just like the
video in
fucking music got frozen in its tracks by the goddamn fucking ad. But since I don't write these things, it is what it is. Now, back to what I was saying. I conjured forth the spirits, the evil darkness, the redness, the eyeballs, orbs, once again formed before me. Frozen, I was. Frozen. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do this. I was nervous. I felt a wave of cold rush through me, from head to toe, and then back down again, or up and out, and I felt something push me. I looked around, and it's when I heard rustling, as if there may or may not have been someone or something there. Now, tempted as I was to find out, I wasn't taking any chances. None. None can be taken that would be deemed necessary. Necessary. You say, what is necessary? I tell you what it is. It's not necessarily taking the risk of the spirits coming forth and then wanting to take my hot sauce. I mean, could you imagine being dead for all that time and haven't tasted anything? First thing you taste being my hot sauce or any of these great hot sauces. And you're going to go back to the cemetery, which is not far from where I live at. And then they're going to be talking to all their fucking dead-ass friends. Talking about some, hey, this guy's got this fucking elixir of hotness. You taste it, and it'll make your ghost bones burn. You'll feel alive for a moment in pain. And then the rush of euphoria which hits your ghost brain will spark neurons, once again, bringing forth life to you, and thou shalt be zombies of the capsaicin type. Life, born anew. Yeah, I pulled that one right out of my ass, like a long turd. You're probably wondering, where the fuck did he get that shit from? I have absolutely no idea. Sometimes, I think those from beyond have possessed my brain, infected it with worms of paranormal. They're ghost worms. Like, they don't really actually tunnel into my brain so much as my subconscious, my soul. It's the brain of my soul. The epicenter of the brain soul. Soul brain. You say to yourself, what can we do to stop him? There's nothing we can do. I will continue to conjure forth the spirits as long as they don't take my hot sauce. We have an agreement. I signed ghost parchment paper with a ghost quill. You're probably saying, why does he have to keep saying ghost? Because I want you to understand, people. You won't find any evidence of this because it's ghost stuff. Now, if I say I signed a piece of paper with a pen, you're going to be like, well, anybody can sign a regular piece of paper with a pen, right? And write anything. Well, I didn't write it with just anything. I wrote it with goddamn fucking ghost paper and a goddamn ghost pencil. Quill. You know, with like turkey feathers. Since that's what's in the fucking cemetery. And I say ghost quill because the ghost made it. Well, he told me how to make it. And so I made it. The ghost paper. It's just some old ass paper I found in the cemetery. So, there you go. Ghost paper and ghost quill. Now, we're getting sidetracked here. We're talking about the paranormal things that I saw that you should be very aware of. Because they're real. You see them. And then they'll follow you home. And you'll be like, why are you following me? And they'll say, because we can. We have snacks. I heard you have noodles and hot sauce. And quite frankly, we would like some of these things that you have. And we'll be back at midnight for another silly tale of darkness and terror.
I don't know, but I can promise you we're going to find out. That's good. He's got all of you on his side.